So today I'm gonna show you guys how to make this super simple animation looking like a coin slider using basic physics. Let's go. Alright, what up? We are back in Blender and this is version 3.1.2. Alright, so also I got my little screencast keys in the bottom right here. So you can see exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so first off, we got the default cube. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna click it, boom, X, click on X, delete, bye-bye. Press Shift A, add a mesh, add a plane, press the S to scale it, and I'll do like 6. And here we go. This is basically the little floor, our base, and I'll do everything along essentially the X. So we can tap into the plane. This will create an ability to extrude. So if you press E, we can go straight down. And I mean, it doesn't really matter, just for tutorial's sake, you can make whatever height, as long as it's thick enough to see the difference. You actually don't even need the thickness, but here, and basically now, we could just shift duplicate this, or I can just shift A, add a cube, G, Z, 1, and look at that, we right on top of that. And now we can scale this thing. So I think this is, let me see, what is that, 6? If I do scale Y 6, look at that, perfect. And then I can do G, and let's do, so this is the X, let's try -6. And I think we're off by at least 1. So I can just move it, G, X, let's just do 1. All right, there we go. Again, so that's perfect right there. So technically it would have been G, X -5 if you want to make exact, but basically this is the setup. Okay, so now have you ever played an arcade game? Have you seen the ones like the coin slot machines? This is basically where I got inspiration, because I've been working with these animations for a while now, and I want to show you guys how I made this little basic one. But pretty much this thing moves across, so one thing we need is something to push it off. So here we can do let's say Shift A again, and we can add a cube, we can add a circle, and let's do it a cube first because I want to make it the most simple way. And we're going to do GZ1, and basically this is going to be our little thing that gets pushed off the edge. So first off, let's move this G, X, and let's do 5. That way it's like perfectly on the edge. All right, now it doesn't really matter where you put it. Also, it doesn't have to be exactly on top of this, but here we're gonna do basics of rigid body. Now, if you want to see the other video I made where you can like break these into particles, definitely check out my channel. I might put in the link in the description too, and that's where like the things explode in a bunch of pieces. But for this sake, technically this is just the movement, and then technically you could make it to where it falls off the edge and then hits another plane or floor and it breaks into a bunch of pieces. But for that, now we're just gonna do basics. You want to go here to this little physics tab right here. And we can actually rename this real quick. Let's name this, I don't even know what I'd call this. Fall objects. Yeah, I don't really have a good name right now, but basically this is the thing falling it. This, I can call this like the pusher. The pusher, and then this is basically like the base, the floor, whatever you want to call this here. And I just did it just for, you can see exactly what I'm clicking on. So let's click on the little object that's going to fall off. And there's a bunch of options, but for this sake, we're going to do rigid body. All right, so now basically what rigid body does is it allows us to make some really cool physics, and whenever it comes in contact with another rigid body object, a lot of cool stuff happens, right? So let's bring this little thing up here, and if you don't have this here, then I'm not sure, maybe you have a new update, but basically if you don't, go here and you can switch it to dope sheets, same concept. But if I hit spacebar, or I can hit play right here, it's just gonna fall right through. And the reason it's falling through is because, one, it already has something added in terms of weight, but there's nothing stopping it from just going to the infinity. And what you want to do is you need something to keep it up, which would be, this was our base, and we have to add a rigid body here. Now, what happens if I hit space now is they're both gonna fall. It's because the type that the floor is set is also active. So if you want it to basically stay still, you switch it to passive, and you're done. Look at this. And also this thing's not moving. And also, cool trick is if you want to make this like falling, you can do like GZ. And see, right now it's not going to work because I had it on another keyframe. But now if we reset back to the beginning of the first keyframe, You can do shift back arrow to go back. Now you can see we moved up here, then I can go GZ up here again. So always make sure if you're adjusting it, go back to like the original keyframe. And now you can see it falls and then it just lands right here. So it's not going anywhere. And I mean, we can keep it like that just for right now. And then here, this is our pushing thing right here. So basically, this is super simple. We need to add the rigid body again. But now if I hit space, nothing happens because I didn't add any keyframe animations to move this. So first off, if you've never done keyframes, it's not too difficult. Basically just press I on your keyboard. And for now, we're going to just mess with the location. If you end up doing like complex modeling with like characters and stuff, then typically you can go location, rotation, scale. But since we're literally just moving this across the x-axis, location will be fine from here. And then now, here's the thing that I noticed a lot of people, even myself when I started animating, is that if you were to go to like, let's say 40, and I currently have it at 24 frames per second, which means that technically I could go to like 48, and that would be 2 seconds. Now, if I were to go and do like G, and let's do X, and this should be, if it's 6, should be 11, not 10. If I go to 10 here, click, see how it like, you see how it like it doesn't go to where you want it to go? Like that's the most annoying thing too, especially because you're trying to follow along something, it doesn't make sense. So the reason is I have to click here on this option called animated. So look at that, boom. Now it's over here. But also notice the keyframe never marked. So I'll have to do again, press I, location, and then I'll do shift left there to go back, and then I'll go back to 0. And check out this magic, you press space bar, and boom. Look at that, it fell. Check that out. And then if you wanted to, I mean, there's ways, it depends on your animation, but if you go here to the, I believe it's scene properties, rigid body world, and the speed. So if you want to change it to like 10. And the thing is, it didn't do much because this is focused on here. But basically that's how fast the object were to fall forward. So right now, I mean, it's usually not for this specific design. It doesn't make any sense, but pretty much boom, just like that. Now here's the thing though. If you were to go here and do Shift D, G, and then like Y, and go like this, now you have 2. And then you go again, Shift G, G, and Y again, and now we have 3. Look at that. And basically, you can do this with anything. So if in case you're like, hey, I don't want to use cubes, I'm going to Shift A again. Let's do a circle, and let's go to Tab Edit Mode, E, up a little bit, and it looks like I didn't mess it up. E, Z, hit the face tool. Let's tab slash because I want to make sure I'll hit Option or Alt and then hit the face tool again. Now we have a little coin. Slash back out of this. GZ, move it over here. Let's get rid of these cubes really quick because I want to try to show you guys with this option. GX, go like this. And guess what? We do it again. Rigid body. You press space down. Boom. Bam. Now if you rinse this and repeat and make a bunch of coins, you have now a coin slot pushing animation. And also you can do this with a lot of cool creator stuff where you can make this. Like if I tap in edit mode and I just like GZ this like all the way infinite, this can make like a cliff and you can do some crazy stuff here. But again, this is super simple animation. If you guys want to see more animations, comment down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.